What's going on, guys? This is Joe, and I am here with Amy representing Geek for All at the Core Set 2019 pre-release for the return of the Core Set. And we are here at Champion Card Collector in Poughkeepsie, New York. You can hear the players here in the background enjoying their pre-release, having an awesome time. And as you can see, and as the title told you, I have 4 pre-release kits to open for all of you today, tonight, what have you, because like I said, it's midnight. So let's get into these openings. We're going to do them one at a time, see what we get, see which kit is the best maybe. Obviously, there's some sweet stuff, some sweet reprints, some sweet new Elder Dragons, who we have not seen in a very long time. Let's see what cool stuff we can get out of this kit. First of all, as we care about here on this channel, we have the green D20, the spin down life counter. If it ever focuses, there we go. You can see the cool M19 set symbol there. Pop that back in the box. There is also this divider that comes with it. It's upside down, but there you go. And this little rules insert or game insert. We'll leave those off to the side. I won't have to show you any more of those because you've seen them all now. And let's zoom in a little more so people can see. That's a little much. Way to go, Joe. So people can see what we have as our promo. We have the Mystic Archaeologist. Very cool. It's our promo foil for the first kit. I like that quite a bit. And then we can move into the packs themselves. We start with this Liliana pack. And we have the Trusty Pack Beast, Gearsmith Prodigy, Fire Elemental, Oreskos Swiftclaw, the Doomed Dissenter, Rox Oracle, Centaur Courser, seen that many times, Crash Through, Sky March Bloodletter, an Explosive Apparatus, Suspicious Bookcase is our first uncommon. I like this card quite a bit. It's not quite entirely normal armchair, but it gets there. A Volley Veteran for some goblin action, and a Satyr Enchanter, one of the 10 signpost gold uncommons. And our rare or mythic in our first pack is an Elvish Clan Caller. So it's an Elf Lord. Not bad at all. A lot of the elves I feel like are mana producers, but still, this goes well in an elf deck, whether it's in limited or if you were to try to make some kind of a constructed deck. Behind the Elvish Clan Caller, we have a Tranquil Expanse. So this is, I don't know if it replaces every basic or some of the basics, but here is an example of the lands that can replace basics in these packs. And we have a cat token with lifelink. I actually like the art on that cat token a lot. So that's our first pack. Speaking of cats, here's a Johnny. He is my favorite planeswalker. So that's really sweet. Okay, we have, I'm actually gonna go a little bit further here for you guys because I feel like, there we go. We have a Gearsmith Prodigy. Fire Elemental again, Oreskos Swiftclaw, classic 3/1 body that we've been seeing on Raptor Companion for a long time. Now it's back on a cat. We have Divination, probably, oh my god, I love this Divination art so much. It's so cool. We have an Infectious Horror, an Oaken Form for one of our many auras that are in the set, a Marauder's Axe. I love the colors in the background on this card, and one of the few equipments in the set. An Essence Scatter, classic counterspell. We have a Naturalize. Speaking of classic, we have a Johnny's Welcome as our first uncommon. I love the art on this card a lot. Past that, it's an interesting effect. I don't know how good it is, but I like a Johnny, so more Johnny cards, please. We have a Blanchwood Armor, speaking of those auras that I was talking about earlier. And we have an Aerial Engineer, so that's our second signpost uncommon. But now we have 2 in 2 different colors in the same kit. It does share 1 color, so we could go 3 color if we wanted. And our rare or mythic is a Fraying Omnipotence, which is such a sweet name for a card. And again, with this set being all about Nicol Bolas, as you saw on the cover of the pre-release kit, and this being, oh god, the art is just gorgeous on this card. I love it. So there we go, Fraying Omnipotence. Ooh, we have a foil rare in the Gin of Wishes. I actually love that foiling pattern. Look at that, the background is so sick. Because it's just solid blue when you're just regularly looking at it, but when the colors go through it, it's so cool in foil. I like that a lot. Gin of Wishes and a foil rare. So cool. Pack foil, I like that. Behind the Gin of Wishes is a Meandering River. So another one of the the tapped dual lands, and a Thopter token. Okay, we have a Sarkin Pack next. All about Planeswalkers. I mean, not really all about Planeswalkers, because there's Elder Dragons as well, but the pack arts seem to be all about Planeswalkers so far. Okay, we start with a Tolarian Scholar. Seen that card from Dominaria. We have an Act of Treason, classic. Knight's Pledge. An Uncomfortable Chill. I like that name, and I like the face on what I assume is this goblin over here. Look at this guy. He looks crazy. We have a Greenwood Sentinel. Hired Blade. Colossal Dreadmaw, because we have not seen enough of this guy in the last, I don't know, 5 sets. But it's a great card. 6 mana, 6/6 trample. Can't go wrong. So here's your Colossal Dreadmaw. Explosive Apparatus again. Shock. Nice, efficient removal, or burn. We have a Star-Crowned Stag. I like the name on that, and it looks so cool. Just icy elk. We have a Blanchwood Armor as our first uncommon, so we have 2 of those now. That's pretty sweet. We have a Murder. Very nice removal spell. These uncommons are great in this pack so far. And a Colossal Majesty. I like that as well. That works out very, very nicely. That's interesting, especially with those Blanchwood Armors. This card could actually do work. All right, behind that, our rare or mythic is an Alpine Moon. It's on the low end of value, but so far, right now, it's, I think, the most valuable thing we've opened. I actually don't know about the foils, the foil rares that we have. But still, we have Alpine Moon. Behind it, a Stone Quarry. So there's another one of our lands for us, and an Elf Warrior token. We have a Tezzeret pack next. So with all of these dual lands in the land slot, it could either work out very well for you depending on which ones you open, or it could just make you feel real bad if you need a specific 2 colors and you just don't have them. We have a Dwindle. I love the art on this card so much that this like dog or wolf is just getting put in a cage with a bunch of mice because it got so small. A Sure Strike, Mighty Leap, Infernal Scarring, Oaken Form again, Smelt, Druid of the Cowl, so some good early 1/3 elf that produces mana. I like it. Our green is really good so far, I feel like. We have a Sky Scanner, so a flying artifact. Snapping Drake, speaking of flying. Lich's Caress. You can destroy a creature and gain some life. Really nice, solid removal. We have Bone to Ash. I love the art on this card so much. It is so cool, and it's our first uncommon in this pack. We have a Declare Dominance. I don't know why I was unable to read that card. Apologies. But it's a Declare Dominance. I love the art with those apes just, you know, beating their chest and declaring dominance. It's super flavorful. I love it. Behind it, a Reassembling Skeleton, also an amazing card. And our rare or mythic is a Chaos Wand. Very interesting card. I don't know how good it is, but I think it's really cool, and I love the art and the colors. Looks really, really awesome. Behind the Chaos Wand is a Woodland Stream, so another of our dual lands, and a Knight token. We have Vivienne Reed next, the new green Planeswalker, now that good old Nissa has left us for a little while, although this is from the past, but still. Oh, that is quite unfortunate. Do you see that? Ouch. Okay, well, we have an Onaki Ogre. I'm super interested that, at least with this card, that the Onaki are being referenced. That's really cool. We have an Inspired Charge. Dwindle again. Nice. A Sure Strike again. Come on now. Oaken form again. That's our third Oaken form, and we have 2 of the uncommon ones as well, of the green auras. We have another Doomed Dissenter, another Marauder's Axe, another Essence Scatter. These seem familiar. Another Naturalize, a Strangling Spores. I like this card a lot for removal. It's pretty sweet. We have Rogue's Gloves as another equipment, and it's our first uncommon. We have Reliquary Tower and Exclusion Mage. This is a good card so far out of this kit. I don't know whether you agree or disagree, but you can let me know in the comments. But I think for this kit, I would probably go green-blue so far. And our rare or mythic is a Liliana's Contract. The art on this card is gorgeous.
I love this so much.
I love the colors. I love the use of light. It is beautiful.
The blending,
yes,
incredible.
It's absolutely insane. It's a shame that it's super warped because it came out of that pack that I showed you. But still, it's a Liliana's Contract. That's pretty sweet. Ah, there's an island. So yes, we just got lucky, unlucky, whatever, in getting our first 4 packs, all having the dual land in the land slot, and here is our basic in the island. And a zombie token with some sweet full art zombie art. I like that. We have 1 pack left. Speaking of zombies, here is Liliana on our last pack. Like I said, the pack arts are all about the Planeswalkers. And in this Liliana pack, this last pack of this kit, this is less warped. It's not warped, but it's less warped. We have a Lava Axe, once again, classic card that we have seen in many core sets, even though it's been a while. We have a Knight of the Tusk, Gearsmith Prodigy, a Highland Game. Oh my goodness, there we go. A Bog Stomper. This is like the most adorable card in the set. He's super cute. Look at that guy. He's so happy just trying to eat his food. We have a Green Wood Sentinel.
Oh, he is cute.
Right? We have an Essence Scatter again. I think that's our 3rd Essence Scatter. Here's our 3rd Naturalize. My goodness. And another Strangling Spores. Again, seems like a familiar combination. We have a Reclamation Sage as our first uncommon. An Enigma Drake is the second. Another Signpost uncommon, although it's been a little while since we've seen them, since we've seen one.
Beautiful art.
Yes, I like this art quite a bit. It's a great reprint. And a Vampire Sovereign, another sweet card. And our rare or mythic is a Sigiled Sword of Valoron. I love the name of this card. I think it's so sweet. And the art's kind of cool, right? You don't get to see much of it, but I love the adornments and stuff on the hilt. Really, really cool. And behind it, I feel like there's more back here. Haha! We have a foil common in the Onaki Ogre. I actually really like that foiling pattern on his chest plate, on the background. That looks really good. Look at that. I love that. Okay, and it's a foil common. Behind it, another island. This with the sweet, I love this art. I think it's so interesting and cool.
I'm not sure I understand the art. Maybe I can't quite tell what I'm looking at here.
I'm not exactly sure. I think they're like showing it almost looks like a planetarium-esque type of thing, okay, so where it's like diagramming the sky. Yeah, something like that. And that's the island. And we have a Knight token. So guys, that's our first kit. Like I said, we're going right on through. We have 3 more to go. So like I said, I'm not gonna show all the stuff in there. I'll show you what color die we get, and then I'll just move right on to the promo. But yeah, we'll move that stuff off to the side as I am unintentionally, but still throwing trash at Amy. Sorry, Amy. Like I said, I still think that last kit should have been green-blue, but if you saw a different line, let me know. We got the red die, really sweet. Leave that off on the side, and we have the packs, we have the inserts, which we'll get rid of, and our promo for this kit is, boop, we have a Prodigious Growth. So speaking of good green auras to give creatures big buffs, 6 mana to give a creature +7/+7 and trample. If I could, I'd put this on something with hexproof so that it's not as big of a blowout if they get rid of it. Interesting. I don't know that I'm happy about having this as my promo foil, but it's my promo foil, so that's fine. And let's see what else we get. Our first pack is, as we ended the last one, with Liliana. Liliana has for us, to start, in somewhat classic Liliana fashion, an act of treason. A Daybreak Chaplain. This card is cool. I like the art on this. It seems really interesting. Ooh, I like this one too. We have a Scholar of Stars. I guess to kind of go along with that island we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
He does look like he's in a planetarium with that telescope and everything. We have a Tormenting Voice, classic, seen this many times. Another Bog Stomper, adorable little friend. A Plummet. This is the first Plummet we've seen, I think. I might have just been forgetting. Here is a 2-headed zombie, not to be confused with the 3-headed goblin from Unstable. Here's a 2-headed zombie. Talons of Wildwood. Another green aura. I guess I'm sensing a theme. Here's another shock. Different kit, but another shock. Another Naturalize, because why not? A Double Cast is our first uncommon. Very cool. I love effects like this. I don't know that I can promise that I can make them work, but I think they're really sweet. We have another Declare Dominance. This time I can actually read it the first time. And another Reassembling Skeleton. So a lot of duplicates among these packs. I think that's interesting for, I guess, what's supposed to just be the one large set, right? But our rare or mythic is... I literally just talked about duplicates. Did I not just talk about... How many, like... Okay, well, we have another one of these. Behind that, a mountain and a dragon. Very sweet. All right. Next. Vivienne Reed, again. So I feel like this time we're going in reverse of the packs that we had last time. So far. Oh. Here's a card that I don't think we've seen yet, to start with at least. A Cancel. I mean, I've seen it many times in other sets, don't get me wrong. Cancel has, been reprinted a million times. Here's a Hostile Minotaur, 2 for 2, on new cards. Whoops. A Knight's Pledge, we've seen it already, but only once, so for a common, that's not bad. I love the realism in this art. It looks like a photo, right? It looks like such a cool... I love this art.
You know what this art reminds me of? Thalia.
Okay, yes.
From Eldritch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either that or Shadows, either way. But still, yeah, absolutely. Behind that, an Elvish Rejuvenator, an Infernal Scarring, a Giant Spider, again, one that we've seen many times in other sets, but not yet this one. A Doom Dissenter again, a Spark Tongue Dragon, a common dragon, mind you, and some sweet art. I love the art on this card, it's so cool.
Yeah.
A Wall of Vines. So yeah, this pack is the one that has all the new commons in it for us. Our first uncommon.
That's another really cool art, the Wall of Vines.
The Wall of Vines does look cool. Speaking of cool art, here's Make a Stand. That looks pretty sweet. I like that. We have a Horizon Scholar for a Sphinx as our second uncommon. And a Regal Bloodlord as the third. If you're in this deck, this card seems so cool. And it works really well with the Ixalan vampires that are black and white. And our rare or mythic is Resplendent Angel. Again, not counting the foils, which I have not memorized pricing of. So far, the most expensive card that we have opened, to my knowledge, is this Resplendent Angel. It's got gorgeous art, and it's a really sweet card, which is why it is worth the money that it's worth. So there you go, Resplendent Angel, very nice. And a mythic, we have a foil basic land in a foil mountain. It's not terrible. Sweet foiling pattern. I like the background in foil. Looks really, really cool, as you can see, hopefully. We have a forest behind that. Surprise, surprise. 2 lands in a row. And an Ajani Emblem. I love me some Ajani. Super happy to have this one. Hopefully we can get the Planeswalker that goes with it. What do you say? Maybe Tezzeret can help us out with that.
That's a very vicious Ajani.
Yeah. Well, he's fighting Nicol Bolas. He, at that point, had to be. Okay. We have another Daybreak Chaplain. Like I said, I like this art. Whoops. these cards don't want to cooperate. There's another Scholar of Stars, another Tormenting Voice, a Child of Night, first one we've seen from this set,
Right.
a Greenwood Sentinel, a Field Creeper. Such an interesting name for a card, art, etc.
He's so fun.
He's a scarecrow.
This is Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very reminiscent of Nightmare Before Christmas. We have a Pegasus Courser. Haven't been away long since it was in Dominaria, but the art is gorgeous. The card is really good. I'm a big fan. We have an Aviation Pioneer, making some Thopters. We have a Viashino Pyromancer. It has been a very long time since we've seen Viashino, and I'm super happy to now see them pretty regularly, I guess. Really nice. A Rabid Bite. I love, love, love this removal spell. I love the art of the rabid human biting the werewolf instead of the other way around. I just think it's super flavorful. I love it. I love this card so much. And it's amazing. I think that spell is so good. We have a Fountain of Renewal as our first uncommon.
That is beautiful.
You like that?
Wow.
Really nice art. It's a pretty okay card too, especially if you need some life gain, which the black-white deck does, and with that Resplendent Angel that we opened and that black-white uncommon vampire, it's definitely a possibility.
Guys, leave in the comments if any of you get a foil one of these.
Oh, yeah.
Let me know if it's better in foil, because it seems like it would be gorgeous.
Maybe we'll see in the next two kits. Who knows? We have another Aerial Engineer. We had it in the last kit, not in this same one, but still, another Aerial Engineer, and a Herald of Faith. So yeah, we're opening some sweet, at least part white cards, and our rare or mythic in this pack is a Phylactery Lich. I've never gotten a chance to play with this card. Triple black seems tough, but if we are thinking of going white-black, it is definitely a possibility. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, it does have Indestructible, and it's a 5/5 for 3. So hey, who knows? I like this card in general. I like the flavor of it. I play D&D, so I understand liches and their phylacteries and things like that, but yeah, I like this card. We have a Plains behind it. Again, another gorgeous piece of art on this one. And an Ox token. Adorable. Okay. We have 3 packs left. We are halfway through. We have Sarkin on this one. Like I said, I feel like we're going backwards from the order that we had the packs in the last kit. We have Sarkin this time. And we have Cancel, a Sure Strike, a Revitalize. I like the art on this card. It's not an amazing card, but the fact that the dude's just chilling, drinking some, revitalizing liquid, whether it's a healing potion or just water, while the arrows are flying over his head, trying to...
Just water. He needs electrolytes.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure they understand that in the fantasy realm. Here is the Rocks Oracle. I will mirror Marshal Sutcliffe and say that this dude just looks like he's making a pizza, or that he just received his pizza in front of him.
I think it looks more like a tomato soup.
Oh, there you go. What food do you think this card looks like? Let us know in the comments. Another Child of Night.
Tomato soup with cheese, maybe.
A Root Snare. This is a new one, I believe, as well. An Electrify. I love this burn spell, this removal spell. So sweet. Walking Corpse. Seen this many times. We have another Snapping Drake. We have a Gearsmith Guardian. I don't know how I feel about this card, but it's cool. I like the art, that's for sure. We have a Druid of Horns as our first uncommon. A Ravenous Harpy as the second. This art is so weird to me. But here's a Ravenous Harpy. And a Gutter Snipe. Classic, good reprint, good for the blue-red spells deck. And our rare or mythic is... Psy, Master Thopterist. So I think this is the first legendary creature that we've opened, so we get to see the return of the card frame that was introduced in Dominaria. I think it's a great idea. I think it works out super well. And here we have Psy, Master Thopterist. So if we want to make some Thopters, here you go. I think we had the Pioneer earlier, the Aerialist. Behind Psy, a Timber Gorge. It's actually been a while since we've had another one of these in the land slot, even though we were getting a bunch of them earlier. But here is Timber Gorge and an Angel token. We have I lied to you, 2 packs remaining. A Johnny is on the first of those 2. And a Johnny is going to give us, appropriately, a white card to start. and that is the Dwarven Priest. Another cancel, many cancels. That's 3, I think, in this kit alone, after we saw none in the first. We have another Hostile Minotaur, a Macabre Waltz. The art on this card is so cool to me. It's like haunting but funny at the same time, with Liliana just dancing with a reanimated corpse in a Macabre Waltz, appropriately enough. Another Elvish Rejuvenator. A Skeleton Archer. This card seems so sweet. I love the art, I love the colors, but I love the card as well. It seems really cool. 4 mana, 3/3, deals 1 damage. Really, really nice. A Thornhide Wolves, just a vanilla reprint. Not bad. Another Pegasus Courser, very nice. A Smelt, again. A Druid of the Cowl again, so we got 1 in each kit so far. Another Make a Stand, I think that was from this kit, so that would be 2 in this kit. And again, if we're still thinking black-white, not bad at all. A Tectonic Rift, really...
That art is amazing.
It's really cool. It's a shame that it's on a card that says destroy target land, which is usually not necessarily something you want to be doing a lot in Limited, but it also makes things unable to block, and so if you're in an aggressive deck, that's important. But still, yes, I love the art. I just don't know about the playability. And a Mirror Image. I love the art on this card. I think the card is interesting, but I love the art a lot. And our rare or mythic in this pack is a Desecrated Tomb. I like the art. I'm not sure how artifacts look in this set, or how... I mean, making bats is a thing, especially with some of the other black-white cards that we could be playing, that we could get. So this isn't terrible.
It's another fun Halloween-y card.
Yes, exactly, along with the Field Creeper. We have another Woodland Stream and a Night Token. I'll just throw that across the table, that's fine. And we end as we started with Liliana, and as we ended the last one. Liliana, kind of a big part, or Nicol Bolas, kind of a big part of Liliana's past, I guess, and present, if you're following along with the stories at home. Here's an Anticipate. This is our first one of these as well, I believe. An Onaki Ogre again. An Inspired Charge again. A Daggerback Basilisk. We saw this just in Battle Bond that just got printed. Here's a Duress. Classic, seen this a million times.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Here's an Angel of the Dawn. So we were talking about angels. If we want to go white-black, we have the Resplendent Angel from this kit as well. So that would be a nice dual angel deck. We have another Aviation Pioneer. Maybe we want to go Thopters, who knows? We have a Gearsmith Guardian. So these two work out nicely together. We have a Havoc Devils. This card is cool. We haven't seen this one yet in any of the kits. I love the little devils. I love their faces. They look so cool. This guy is very reminiscent, at least his face and his art and his stance, of Vexing Devil, I believe it was. I like that a lot. We have an Invoke the Divine. It's back. It's a white artifact enchantment destruction. We're not going to get Divination again, so they're giving us Invoke the Divine. We have an Inferno Hellion as our first uncommon. This card is sick. Look at the art. I love that. It's so cool. We have another Vampire Sovereign. I don't remember what kit the first one was in, but if it was in this one, that's sick, because we have 2 of those. And another Colossal Majesty. This one was in the first kit. And our rare or mythic is a Spit Flame. Not bad. It's a 3-mana instant burn spell. Seems pretty cool. And I love the art because it's amazing. And our rare, we behind our rare, I felt like there was more in here, but I was wrong. Just a Highland Lake and a Soldier Token. We are halfway through this video because we have 2 more kits to open. That was that last kit. We got that Resplendent Angel. That was sweet. Let's see what we get out of this one. I'm still looking. I'd like some more value. I feel like I thought Wizards would try to hype up this Return of the Core set a little bit more by trying to get a bunch of cool cards get opened at the pre-release. Maybe we'll see in our pre-release promo video that'll be coming out later tonight, depending on when you're watching this, but we'll be putting it out later tonight. As you can see, we got the black die. That's 3 unique die out of 3 kits. That's cool. And speaking of unique things, we have another one of these. It is another Mystic Archaeologist. It's okay. but now we have 2 promos of it, which doesn't seem good.
Well, I like it.
Yeah.
I like her.
I mean, that's fine. I just like variation, that's all. We have a Liliana pack for the first pack in this kit.
Well, that way you can give me one.
Yeah, that's all. Amy gets one. All right, we start with the Omen Speaker. We haven't seen one of these yet. I love this card. Lava Axe. An Inspired Charge again. Infectious Horror again. Come on, cards, cooperate, please. Highland Game. A Manolith. Interesting, if we need to fix our mana for this kit. Abnormal Endurance. Once again, just unable to read. Sorry, everyone. There's an Abnormal Endurance. A Ghost Form. Interesting. Another Angel of the Dawn. Again, different kit, but still. An Aviation Pioneer again. A Lightning Mare. So this is the first of the horse cycle, or the elemental horse cycle. There's one in each color. They're all at uncommon, and this is the red one, and it's the first one we've seen out of all the packs we've opened. We have a Leonin Vanguard, and another Colossal Majesty. At least we've had one in each kit so far. And our first rare or mythic, not counting our promo, is a Thorn Lieutenant. Okay, so we have 1 blue and 1 green rare so far out of the kit. Let's see what else it has for us. Behind it, just a forest and a Knight token. On to our Ajani pack after Liliana there. Let's see what Ajani has for us. Like I said, I'm looking for a little bit more value, maybe. That would be nice. Active Treason. Start. A Knight's Pledge. Wow, really? I asked the cards to cooperate. There we go. Uncomfortable Chill. A Highland Game. 2-headed Zombie. Take Vengeance. I love the art on this card, the contrast of the angel and the devil, or demonic being thing that this guy is. I love his design. He looks really cool. So there's a Take Vengeance. Root Snare again. An Electrify again. Nice. I like that card quite a bit. Walking Corpse. Another Suspicious Bookcase. Like I said, I like this card. I don't mind having 2. Another Volley Veteran. This is oddly similar to the first pack for uncommons, I believe. And a Gutter Snipe. So all repeat uncommons. Let's see if we get a repeat rare or mythic. I'd rather not. We get a Hungering Hydra. It is different. Interesting. I love just the little splash of color right there in the middle that's different from everything around it. It really focuses your eye right there in the center of the card. And then at that point, then you can kind of look out and notice all the different heads kind of lurking around the outside. I think that's really cool. So there's a Hungering Hydra. We have another foil that is a land.
That is gorgeous.
But this is a foil Forsaken Sanctuary. Yes, very, very, very pretty. I like that. I don't know that I'm even fully capturing the foiling pattern. I'm trying. I think so. Yeah. Look at that. I like that a lot. That's really cool.
Because the picture is mostly black.
Yeah.
So I assume it's hard for you to capture.
Yeah, there's just that splash of light up at the top, and like
at
this.
the base of the doorway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. And then a mountain and a dragon token. We have a Sarkin Pack next. Speaking of dragons, we have a Sarkin Pack next. I'm going to use those cruddy transitions anytime I can. Anything that will get me to make corny transitions. We have an Active Treason. We have a Knight's Pledge. Another Uncomfortable Chill. Titanic Growth. Hired Blade. I like this guy. Very flavorful. A Snapping Drake. Lich's Caress again. Great removal spell. Love the colors. And again, this would be another one that would be pretty sweet in foil, I feel like.
Yeah.
A Manolith. Take Vengeance again. A Ghost Form again. Our first uncommon, gorgeous art. When I saw this art for the first time, and this is not an insult by any means, but when I saw this art for the first time, I swore it was not art for a Magic card. It seems so different from any other art that I feel like I've seen in the game of Magic. It's so beautiful, and again, that's not to imply that the other art is not beautiful, because I have already said in this video that it is, but it just seems so different. I love this card For the art, I don't know how I feel about it in terms of playability, but it is another member of the horse cycle, and it's just gorgeous. I want this one in foil too.
When I saw it, I only saw the art. I didn't know the name of the card, and I thought the horse was supposed to be made of water.
Or crystal or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be made of water. And then when I learned that it was supposed to be diamond, I thought it was just too smooth looking maybe, or not reflective enough perhaps to be a diamond. I don't know.
Yeah. Let us know. Anything and everything that we've said, give us your opinions down below. But here's the diamond mare. We have a vine mare. There's 2 horses in the same pack.
Well, we're collecting our mares now.
I guess so. Now we have 3 of 6. And a Draconic Disciple. So this is another one of the signpost uncommons. This is the Gruel, or red-green one. And our rare or mythic is... Ooh, I think it's like the least expensive of all of them, but it's probably one of my favorites from the story, is Palladium Moors, the Ruiner. Kind of a jerk.
I think she was the least expensive one.
Yes, but she's also, again, in story, she's kind of a jerk. I love her design. I think she looks amazing.
That's really cool art, too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I think she looks really cool. And it's our first Elder Dragon that we've opened. So there you go. Again, she may be the cheapest, but I like her quite a bit. So there you go. Palladium Moors, the Ruiner. Behind Palladium Moors, we have a Swamp and a Zombie token. I don't get to make that Zombie token akin to Liliana because we have Tezzeret next. Okay. We move on to...
Well, that's a new one, isn't it?
What's that, the zombie art? Oh, the Rustwing Falcon. Yes, that is correct. We have a Disperse, also new. Well, again, this is a reprint. We've seen this art before, and I love this art. But yes, for this set, it is new. So is this Goblin Motivator. Love that art as well. It seems really awesome. An Infectious Horror. Giant Spider. Rabid Bite again. Mention how much I love that card. Manolith again. Abnormal Endurance again. Say it right the second time, each and every time. Ghost Form. Angel of the Dawn. Blanchwood Armor again. It's been a while since we've seen this, as we got 2 in the first kit. Another Mirror Image. And a Skyrider Patrol. I love this card. It is so cool. Unfortunately, if we want to play this and Palladium Moors, we need 4 colors out of 5, but we've gotten some Manoliths, we've gotten some stuff. We might be able to do it if we really wanted to. Behind the Skyrider Patrol, we have Banefire. I love the art on this card. I'm glad that it has returned. This is a great way to end games. Really, really great way to end games. Here's Banefire. Really, really nice rare to have opened. And again, Palladium Moors is part red, so that works. We have an island and a cat token. We move on to Vivienne. So in our search for value, we're still not really there. Most valuable thing we've opened so far, still Resplendent Angel. Again, unless I'm not aware of foil prices, which again, I apologize. But yeah, this is an interesting common designed card. And again, a new one in the Frilled Sea Serpent. A Trumpet Blast. Trusty Pack Beast. Epicure of Blood, a Titanic Growth, so we had some new ones in the beginning there, a Wall of Vines again, Spark Tongue Dragon again, Vampire Neonate. This vampire looks so feral and scary, whereas so many other vampires, I mean, including just the one that we just saw, right, they look so regal and like not caring, and this one seems a lot more feral. Like, look at the difference between these 2 cards, right? One looks like an aristocrat, and the other one looks like a monster. So I think that's really, really interesting contrast, even within the same set. Very cool.
Unless you consider aristocrats monsters.
That's fair. Maybe some people do. We have a Star-Crowned Stag next. A Thud. I love the name of this card. We have Thud as our first uncommon. We have a Vigilant Baloth. This gentleman looks shocked. I feel like someone just said something very hurtful to him, and his response was to just gasp And that is what we are witnessing in this art. Very, very interesting art. And a Horizon Scholar again. And our rare or mythic in this pack is a Graveyard Marshal. I like this card. I like the art on it. I think it's really cool. I'm a big zombie fan. I have a casual zombie deck that I play pretty often. So yeah, zombies are cool. And this card looks pretty sweet. Behind the Graveyard Marshal, a foil. And it is a foil Wall of Vines. Amy was talking about liking that earlier. So here we go with a foil Wall of Vines. I like the foiling pattern on this. Yeah, really sweet. Behind it, ooh, the flip token for Nicol Bolas. So it would flip into the Planeswalker. And since there is only one double-faced card in the set, this is the token for it with just Nicol Bolas the Ravager on it. So there you go. We have a Goblin token behind that. I love this guy. Look at him. Look at how cute that guy looks. He looks a little confused. We have one pack left. It is Liliana. Let's see what she has for us. All three kits have ended with a Liliana pack so far. And like I said, don't forget, one more pack to go. But we have one more kit to go. We have a Gearsmith Prodigy. Ooh, a Catalyst Elemental.
That's gorgeous art.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's foil. And it's not.
But it's
not. The art, just the colors on it are so cool.
What is it called?
Catalyst Elemental.
It's just made out of lightning.
Yes. Yes,
so
it is.
cool.
It's amazing. It's really badass. Here's a Rustwing Falcon, a Talarian Scholar, Titanic Growth, Infectious Horror, Skymarch Bloodletter. It's been a while, but we saw one of those earlier. Another Wall of Vines, a Sparktongue Dragon, Vampire Neonate again, a Bone to Ash is our first uncommon. A Johnny's Welcome is the second. We got this one earlier as well in the first kit, I believe. And a Militia Bugler. Cool name for a card, I like it. And a unique uncommon that we have not seen yet. So there you go, Militia Bugler. And our last rare or mythic of this kit is a Magistrate Scepter. It's been reprinted many times. It's a pretty sweet card if you can get it going. In sealed would probably be your best bet as like the slowest version of the format. But yeah, here's a Magistrate Scepter. Behind it, a Stone Quarry and another Ox token. So we are done with that kit. Like I said, as promised, we have one more remaining. Let's rip into it and see what we have. So, my goodness, look at this stack of garbage on the side here. Okay, we have a green die. That's what, 4 kits, 4 unique die, I believe?
Yeah.
Really sweet. Move the inserts out of the way, and we have our promo. And it is... Ooh, it's a green card. We've got a lot of green promos. This is Goreclaw, Terror of Calcisma. I love this card. I think Mark Rosewater was the one that spoiled this one on Twitter. Really, really interesting card. It is a legendary bear, which a lot of people have been asking for. Very reminiscent of the Bear Punch cards from Konstantar Kier. So here's Goreclaw, Terror of Calcisma as our promo. It's not a duplicate, so...
The foil, it's way too dark.
Oh, yeah, you think so for the foil
Yeah.
to work out? All right, we have a Johnny pack first. And with a Johnny, we get... Really? Okay, fine. Just making a mess, that's all. No big deal. Okay, we have an Act of Treason. Whoa, come on now. Daybreak Chaplain. A Macabre Waltz, a Talons of Wildwood, Walking Corpse, another Angel of the Dawn, a Viashino Pyromancer, Shaper of Secrets. This is a new common that we have not seen yet, and I believe a new card in general, but the art is so cool. I like that. And more Merfolk, again, to go along with a lot of the Ixalan Merfolk that have been printed.
Well, it matches the playmat nicely.
That's right, which you can't fully see, but you saw it at the beginning. We have a Root Snare, Abnormal Endurance, Stitcher's Supplier is our first uncommon. Knightly Valor, is the second. And A Volcanic Dragon is the third. I like this art a lot. It looks really, really sweet.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I just like, and I like the card too. I mean, it's a 4/4 flying haste for 6. Turns out flying haste creatures, when they come down, have quite an impact. So there's a Volcanic Dragon, and our rare or mythic in this pack is a Vivienne's Invocation. So it's a card for the new green Vivienne Reed Planeswalker. Really cool. I like that it's her arrow kind of turning into a tiger there. That's really sweet. Moving on to a Highland Lake and an Avatar token. So a second ago while I was open, that Avatar token is really sweet.
Yeah.
I hadn't really seen that yet. That's so cool. I love it. Okay, anyway. We have a Liliana pack next. While I'm opening it, I'm glad that YouTube isn't going to hear it, because otherwise they would be inclined to take the video down. But I love the fact that the Wild Horses song was playing. I think it's very flavorful for what we're doing here. Anyway, we have a Sure Strike, a Revitalize, come on now, an Epicure of Blood, another Titanic Growth, Smelt again, been a little while, but we still have a bunch of those, Druid of the Cowl, a Sky Scanner, Snapping Drake again, been a while. Oh, another Lich's Caress, very nice. Another Manolith, good if we need to fix our colors. Blanchwood Armor again, this is the 4th one. We now have a playset of these. A Hieromancer's Cage. Gorgeous, amazing art. The card is amazing, right? It's an Oblivion Ring effect. And another Exclusion Mage. This is the second one of these that we've gotten, and this card is also great. And our rare or mythic is another Desecrated Tomb. Not super happy to have a duplicate of this. I'd rather get some interesting and new rare mythics, but still, it happens. We have a Foul Orchard behind that. That's the first one of these that we've opened today. And another zombie token. All right, 4 packs left in our last kit. Let's see what Vivienne has for us. All the Planeswalkers. Even though we've opened none yet, but fingers crossed. We have a Goblin Motivator. Oh my goodness. Cards are just falling everywhere. We have a Daybreak Chaplain. A Scholar of Stars again. I feel like those 2 cards, maybe even these 3 cards, like each other quite a bit. Here's a Tormenting Voice. A Mind Rot. I love the tragedy of this art. We've seen it before, I think from maybe Shadows over Innistrad, but still, this art is so cool on this card that, again, has been reprinted many, many times, but the art is just so cool.
Yeah, a lot of realism in that one.
Yeah, exactly. Here's another Shock, very nice. We have another Star-Covered Stag. This is our Star-Crowned Stag, excuse me. We've had a good number of these as well. A Totally Lost. Welcome back, Fibblethip. We missed you. A Centaur Courser again. Another Inferno Hellion as our first uncommon. A Brawl Bash Ogre as our second, and another Signpost uncommon. I like this card quite a bit. Really, really cool for the black-red deck. And a Murder. Speaking of good cards for the black-red deck, this is really good for any black deck. It's just solid removal. I like it. And our rare or mythic is a Detection Tower. It's a rare land. Rare lands are pretty cool. And I like the art because the tower is detecting this person over here. So,
Just looks like a lighthouse to me.
kind of. I mean, it's clearly a watchtower, and they have like spotlights looking for people.
Oh, okay.
And so they found this person over
like
here.
waves to me.
Oh, I see. It is kind of wavy. The ground is wavy. I can understand that. I think there's something behind this detection tower. There is. It's a foil uncommon in a Johnny's Welcome. First of all, I mentioned more.
really cool one.
Yes, I was going to say I mentioned more Johnny cards, please, but this one's sweet. Look at that foiling pattern of those orbs out in front of him like that. That's really cool. Okay, behind a Johnny's Welcome, another Woodland Stream. I think we've gotten 3 of these today, and another Dragon token. Very nice. All right, halfway through this kit with Tezzeret up next. We are almost done, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying hanging out with us here. If you are, let us know, as with a lot of different things that we've asked you to do, in the comments down below. Leave a like if you liked the video. That helps us out quite a bit. Here is a Knight's Pledge, an Anticipate, an Onaki Ogre again, a Child of Night, Titanic Growth, Marauder's Axe, Shock, Totally Lost again, Fibblethip back once more, Centaur Courser, a Novice Knight. Very interesting card. 1 mana, 2/3, but it has Defender, but it can lose Defender. Very, very interesting. Novice Knight is our first uncommon. Another Valdi Veteran, we saw this guy earlier. And another Exclusion Mage. Very nice, 3 of these so far. And our rare or mythic is... Oh, I love me some Ajani, man. That is great. I asked for Ajani since we got his emblem, so now I have Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants. As Amy said, he's pretty aggressive because he is fighting a tyrant in Nicol Bolas. So here is Ajani, our first Planeswalker of the set. So we have 1 Elder Dragon and 1 Planeswalker. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, here we go. Here's Ajani. Behind Ajani, a foil common in Crash Through. So this was last printed in one of the Amonkhet sets. I don't remember which one because you have Jeru and Samut on it, but the foiling pattern on it is really sweet. I like that.
I was just going to say, what they did with the foiling is very interesting on this one. I like it.
A lot of the accents of their armor and stuff, and then the background too. Really, really cool. Behind Crash Through, another Bolas token. They're taunting us. And a soldier token. Gorgeous soldier art.
Yeah.
We have Sarkin next. How sick will this particular kit be? Let's find out. Because we already got 1 mythic. Can I ask for more? Of course I can. Here's an inspired charge. A Dwindle again. I love this card. Love it so much. So cool. Another giant spider. Another Epicure of Blood. I love the name of that card so much. I didn't mention it earlier, but I do. Here's another Lich's Caress. Love that removal spell. Love the art. We have another Manolith. Another Take Vengeance. Ghost Form. Electrify again. Walking Corpse. A Millstone. Return of the Millstone. I am a man who enjoys me some mill strategies, although don't hold me to that if you're going to be a champion this weekend, because I'm probably not going to employ any. But still, here's Millstone.
I love that art. That's incredible.
It's really, really cool. We have another of the horse cycle in the Shield Mare, so now I think we have more than half. We have 4 of 6, but here's the white one in Shield Mare. And we have another Hieromancer's Cage. I love that card. Ooh, and with Ajani and Shield Mage and this, yeah, maybe we go white with this kit, huh? And our rare or mythic is... Ooh, it is Surrett the Awakener. This card seemed very interesting. I'm curious to see how it works. Maybe I have to lose to it first. Maybe I get to play it this weekend. We'll see. But yeah, it seems very interesting. And again, another legendary creature, as you can see by the card outside. We have the Mountain and an Ox token. 1 pack left. It has Ajani on it. Let's see what it has in it, shall we? It might be a good way to finish off this video. Or it might peter out and then I'll just show you Ajani for a while and gloat. We have a Scholar of Stars, a Tormenting Voice, Hired Blade, a Talons of Wildwood, Invoke the Divine, Pegasus Courser, Field Creeper again. Amy likes this card. We have an Aviation Pioneer, a Viashino Pyromancer, Rabid Bite again. I like this card. We have the Ghastbark Twins. This card is so cool. Yeah, we haven't seen this one yet. Yeah, I like this this art. I like the idea of the card. I mean, it is just a 7/7 trample for 7, so its ability to block multiple creatures shouldn't really be relevant. I feel like you just want to attack with this forever, but still, it's a 7/7 trample creature, but the art is really cool. These twins are just kind of in that tree because they're tree folk, or they are that tree because they're tree folk, and they're twins together. It's really cool. We have another Brawl Bash Ogre and another Hieromancer's Cage. Yeah, this kit would have been sick to play a white deck with. And our rare or mythic, our last one of the day, is another Hungering Hydra. It's another duplicate, a little unfortunate, but still, we've gotten some sweet stuff. Behind the Hungering Hydra, just a forest, and a Knight token. There were 4 cool things that I wanted to show off to you guys, so let's just do that real quickly here. We got this foil rare in Gin of Wishes. Like I said, not sure of the value of it, but it's a foil rare. It's a pack foil rare, something you don't typically see, so I figured I'd show that off. We have the Mythic Elder Dragon in Palladium Moors, the Ruiner, the only one that we opened today out of the 5 or 6 in the set. But here's Palladium Moors. We had the Resplendent Angel, which actually may be more valuable, I think, than the next card I'm about to show you, but it's me, so of course I'm going to. We're going to end it with Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants. I love me some Ajani. He's my favorite Planeswalker. Here you go. You can look at him. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. On the sides here, you're going to see a playlist of us, or a video of us reviewing the M19 stories, because honestly, the stories for this set have been amazing. Kate Elliott, the guest author, has been doing an amazing job. Wizards has done a great job as making a story for these core sets. I have been loving them. Amy and I do reviews of them every week, so you should definitely tune in. That's what that subscribe button will be for as well. When that pops up on the screen, you can click that or tap that and subscribe to our channel. That helps us out a lot. And check us out. This has been a opening, pre-release kit opening, here from the Midnight pre-release at Champion Card Collector in Poughkeepsie, New York. We want to thank Champion for having us here, as they have so often done, and we are so grateful for it. If you are in the Poughkeepsie, New York area, you can go to the link down below in the description and check out their website. Come on down, play some Magic. Maybe you'll see us there. Come over, say hi. We're somewhat friendly, sometimes maybe, but we would love to see any and all of you around. Hopefully you've enjoyed your pre-releases. Let us know what sweet stuff you've gotten, some sweet plays that you've made. Hopefully you're enjoying this set. It looks to be great. I have been Joe for Amy and Champion from Geek for All. I am signing off, and as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.